Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you in another video. All right, 30 minutes at tip off. Trying to figure out if there's any last second vibes to hand everybody. Honestly, no. I just want to see the team play well. I mean, this is not one of those break them down. I didn't watch so much footage today in regards to these two teams. I'm just ready to see them battle it out yet again, and see what they're going to give us. The thing that stands out in my mind at the moment is just how poorly they've been shooting and how we shouldn't think that that's going to sustain. We should think that they're going to carry over the fourth quarter rather than the first half. Ja Morant went for 22 points in that fourth quarter. So I'm thinking he's going to want to come out and bounce straight to it, get straight back to what he was doing. So we need to look for the fast start from Ja, see if that's going to be something they do. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing else to try if you're them. They got their backs against the wall. They don't want to have it mathematically against the wall. But as long as they're on the road up against our squad, they got to go to what works. And what's been working is him. Ja is working. So we got to be ready for that. Also, just keep our temper. I expect them to try to, with their circumstances being as it is with them down in the series, they're going to try to rile us up. They're going to try to get under our skin. They saw some of that was effective. To be honest with you, it was effective to some degree, so they're going to try it again. We need to continue to use their energy against them. That's not a one-game thing. That's till they out of here. So if they're doing anything at all, the referees are going to be paying attention to them. So that's one thing I want to say. We need to continue to use their energy against them in that way. And I just hope to see guys step up and play well. Dennis Schroeder is the guy that comes to mind once again. As I told you guys earlier, he just keeps popping up because when I watched the highlights, it was him that was going off in some of those games against the Memphis Grizzlies, and he has not went off, so to speak, against the Memphis Grizzlies in this series. So if the Lakers are going to have that full Laker dynamic, it can't be him with 6 points, him walking away with not doing the things that he does. We just don't. We're not the same team if he's not playing well. That's one thing that needs to be understood. For all the good things that are going on with Hachimura and Bron coming back into form and AD dominating defensively, all these good things, the Lakers are just not the same team unless that backup point guard is stepping forward and at least giving us 15 points. I need 15 points, 3-4 assists from Schroeder every night, or else we don't have that dynamic. He needs to get to the line every night, or else we're just not the same team. I'm telling you, it's one of those unsung things. If we getting 18, 25 points out of Dennis Schroeder and everybody else is contributing properly, we're not losing no games. We're not losing no games. And so that's what it really comes down to. I need that piece to be more consistent. And the fact of the matter is, he's contributed so much throughout the regular season. He's got so much on the line in regards to his contract situation. This is not the time for him to be disappearing at all. He's had too good of a season. It's been too long of a road. He needs to step the hell up tonight in a home game against the Memphis Grizzlies. And, obviously we're in a position of strength. But if you're a guy like Dennis Schroeder, how many more home playoff games are going to be available for you to be featured in your career? It's a question I would say to Dennis Schroeder. How many more do you get? Because you're on the Lakers right now. It's a home game right now. We're 2-1 up in the series right now. Do you see what I'm saying? If things go absolutely wrong, he has one more after this. You understand what I'm saying? And so for him, he needs to step up. And everybody who's a free agent on this team needs to step up if they're given opportunity to play. Because this is a moment in time. You're in a home playoff game, and that's one of them things where people look at your resume and say, okay, how did he do in the playoffs? How did he do? And so these are the games I look at guys and say, it's about being a part of a team. The best thing you can do as an individual is contribute to the team and put the team first. Even the biggest, greatest superstar, was a part of a team if he was a basketball player. So that team first, but then from there with your individual goals, you should be looking to play well in games like this. So that's what I would say to him. I would say that to D'Angelo, Austin Reeves, everybody that's up for a contract renewal, Beasley, everybody who's trying to get some money this offseason. I wish Coach had Lonnie in risk rotation so we could have him as a part of this conversation. But if he gets on the floor, obviously him too. Everybody that's looking to get some money. Rui Hachimura, him too. We need you guys to see that this is one of them games. This is one of them games that you make money. You play well in this game, people talk about giving you money. You don't play well in this game, people talk about taking money from you. It's that simple. This is one of those. So that's where my head goes for our team, man. Superstars will be stars. I expect Ja, Bron, AD, Jaren to be big tonight. Stars will be stars. It's a game for you. Purple and gold, raining from the rafters, all this different stuff. The home playoff matchup, the dark, crowd tone that we have when we dim the lights down. It's time for our team to step up, seize the moment, and understand that you do not win series for winning 2 games. We've won 2 games in this series, and they will not credit us with a victory for that. We need to win 2 more, and it starts here, taking care of business, understanding that they got a must win on their hands. That's what I would tell the Lakers. Your effort that you're willing to give may not be enough. You got to be willing to throw some more out there that maybe you wouldn't be willing to give in order to win a game like this. The Memphis Grizzlies are very intent on winning this basketball game. Their back is against the wall. They don't think they can win 3 out of 4 against us or what have you. They need to get this basketball game. This is not a situation where they're coming in like they're 2-1. They're coming in like this is a game 7. And if you listen to their fans, I read something on IG as I always snoop around. One of their fans said, you need to be playing like we threatened somebody in your family or something. Like, he put some stuff like, and had like 16 people who liked it. And it's like, that's a little extreme. But if you're the team and they come with that mentality and we don't match it, we're going to be beaten. That's what I'm saying. Forget the extreme nature of what it is. However extreme you're able to paint it in your head, that's probably how extreme they have it in their heads coming at the Lakers. You understand what I'm saying? That's the intensity of the moment. This is a team that's been at the top of the Western Conference, nearly at the 2 and the 3 spot all season long, and they're down 2-1 in the series against a team that they had home court advantage against. They won 1 in their house, we won 1 in their house. We won 1 here. Now, how do they respond? You see what I'm saying? So they should, in their minds, feel very confident that this series is still very much under control, so long as they take care of business in our building. You see what I'm saying? And so as a Laker fan, I'm like, I understand that as we come into this game. If we are lackadaisical, if we come in with, the type of energy that we often bring to games where we're just not quite there, or we're kind of like, we can do a little something and maybe it'll be enough. If that's anywhere near the mentality of this team tonight, they're going to disappoint us, because it's not going to be enough to beat Memphis tonight. They're going to be coming with that Game 7 energy. And either we match it or we get ready for a tie series headed back to Memphis. It's that simple. It ain't deeper than that. So that's really what I wanted to say to you guys, man. I'm not poised. I don't have a gut feeling about this game in any way. The only thing I'm poised to see is Ja Morant continue, driving into the lane and using this pick and roll stuff until we figure out a way to beat it. Till we find a way to stop that crap, they're gonna keep running it. So we need to be ready for more Ja and a lot more Ja than we just saw. So that's it. Guard the perimeter. Don't turn the ball over. Hit your free throws. Turn defense to offense. And try to get as many points in the paint as we possibly can. If we're going to limit our 3-point shots under 30, I want our points in the paint to be above 55, 60 points in the paint on the night if you're only going to shoot 28, 26 threes. And too many threes looks like 38, 37 threes. We want to hover anywhere between 30 and 35 threes as a team, in my humble opinion, if we want to have a nice balance of who we are. Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, those are the guys I want to see shooting those threes. Those are the guys who've been giving us that high percentage as of late. I can trust they'll hit the shot. Bron don't need to be taking too many threes. Obviously, Beasley is touch and go. Troy's touch and go. Everybody on this team is pretty much touch and go from behind the arc, except for those players that I mentioned. Unfortunately, that's just where we're at. D'Lo, touch and go. We just don't know where the 3-point shot is. So if we're going to shoot a lot of them, let it be the guys who've been hitting them, taking them rather. So that is where my head is ultimately in regards to this matchup, man. I just don't want any let up. We know for the first time in this series since game 1 that Ja Morant is 100% healthy going into it. There's no surprises there. He's not catching us off guard. I think that should cater to what it is that we expect for tonight. We should be a little bit more under control in regards to how we're approaching this game. More Anthony Davis, please. You know, the doctor is always going to order up a healthy dose of number 3. If we have any chance of winning a championship, it's going to be because he's special every night, regardless of what everybody else is doing. If he's not holding himself accountable for giving us more than 25 points a night, he ain't doing his job. I don't care how many blocks you get, how awesome you are defensively. We're never, ever, ever going to care if you're not giving us the full Anthony Davis special, which is both sides, bro. Both sides. So that's what I'm expecting, man. He gave us a whole lot of hammer dunks, 2-hand dunks, screaming and all that. If you don't give me that for 48 minutes, it ain't going to hit the same, brother. It got to be for 48. So that's where we at, man. Hopefully everybody enjoys this game. Of course, I'll always have something for you at the end of it. My name is BDF44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.